Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So, this was the last swipe that I did, the subtle ghost swipe. It's dry now. As you can see, the lighter purple has got a silvery shimmer to it. The copper, which is kind of the darker purple, has got like a gold colour to it. And then you've got the normal silver or antique silver, which is got a silver sheen too. So it's hard to always show you guys what they look like. It's very wintry here, so cloudy, not much sunlight, so it's not easy to get the right lighting. But there it is, and I'm really pleased with the way that it's dried. It's looking quite good, and it's a bit more subtle, so that's precisely what I was after. So I have a 12 by 24 canvas, but I want to do a pearl pour. I have only ever done pearl pours on like 12 by 16s or 14 by 14s. I want to see what a pearl pour would look like on a nice long canvas. See if that actually gives me a different type of look or not. That's my plan. Like I say, you never know how it's going to look unless you try it. And once you've tried it once, if it doesn't work, then you just go, I won't do it again. So I've got extreme sheens in aquamarine, silver, amethyst, and sapphire. I wanted it to be very bluey colours with silver in there. So that was my idea. I add purple to make it not completely blue, but kind of have that blue tone to it. So they are all about 10 grams paint to 10 grams floetrol. So I've got all four made up. The silver, I had to add more floetrol to it because it was a little bit thick. Then I have my black, which is marte black. Now this has to be thinner than the other paints. So the marte black is, where's my notepad? 72 grams paint, 144 grams floetrol, and it was supposed to be 42 grams water, but a couple of extra drops fell in and it ended up being about, I think, 44 or 45 grams water. So that's that. Now it's going to be the challenge. So the way I got to put the paint on, let me just double check. Yep, that's recording. So from here, I'm only going to pour half this paint on at the beginning. That was about half. Then I might go the silver. The silver could even still be a little bit thick, but I actually can't put any more floetrol on my container. Alright, doesn't want to drip off. That's the half of that one. Then we're going to go the amethyst. Oops, that's a little bit more than half there. And then aquamarine. Now we're going to go back to the sapphire. Scrape out what's left in this container. So I'm going to even try to make up what I'm going to use. And I've got these tiny little pop sticks, like a stirring stick. They're really awesome. I quite like them. Just the right size. Now, my silver. Then the amethyst. And aquamarine. Pardon me. Now, this is going to be the important part, is putting the black on. So I've stirred it up really well. I'm going to pinch my cup to a little point, but I'm going to pour slow. I don't want to push that paint and make a big black, well, it's going to be black in the center, but I don't want it to be very heavy hole in the center. So I'm just going to go easy. So as you can see, I'm not trying to make too much of a heavy dent in the center. Just trying to put the black over the top. Okay, I don't scrape the cup with the black anymore. Alrighty, awesome. Just getting some gloves. So I'm hoping this turns out quite good, because I like this size canvas and I love purples, so I'll have to just see what I get. What I may quickly do, I may quickly torch those bubbles out. Okay. Now the hardest part is I am going to have to try to go over these corners. So let's hope this turns out awesome. You never know till you try things, guys, so that's the best part about having fun and seeing how it goes. So over that corner, come back. I'm not going to come all the way back to the center. I'm coming back to about 2/3. Over that corner and come back. Now I'm making the paint go all the way across to the other side. It's a little bit harder to control on a bigger canvas like this, because I want it to go over without losing too much paint, because with the pearl pour I don't have a lot of spare paint left over. Bringing it back. And now the last corner. Come on, paint. Sorry, my canvas is way out of... Alright, did you go over? Yes. Now, dragging it back off that corner. Now I'm just moving the paint back down into the center, which is hopefully going to stretch this paint. Okay, pearls have appeared on that edge, and I'm getting them on the bottom. I can't see any on the two sides yet. Okay, there's not much I can do now. I have tilted as much paint as I can. Alright, so taking the gloves off. I'm going to get the blowtorch out again. I can see all these pearls appearing on my overflow, the puppy pad. So now I want to torch and get these bubbles out. Okay, and one thing I did forget to do is double check that my corners and my sides are completely covered. And I'm going to give it a bit of a scrape while I'm at it. Oh, there's one spot there. So scraping these drips off and checking my corners. Just going to stand in the way of the light for a second. Whoops, kicking things over. Not watching my feet enough. Okay, that looks like most of the drips. There's a few more on this side here. Okay, so definitely getting a whole bunch there and a whole bunch down here. Kind of wonder whether I'm going to get a blank space across the middle that goes kind of out towards these edges. That's what it looks like is going to happen. Which is actually going to be quite cool. And by doing this, I've learnt now that I might probably need to make, if I want colour all the way to the edges, I probably need to make my puddle a bit bigger. I don't know, I'll have to watch the video and see exactly how I tilted and see what happens. But what we can do is wait, because these are going to keep forming and keep swelling. So I am going to pause the camera and I will come back in approximately 15 minutes and we'll see what has actually appeared then. Okay, back soon. Okay, I'm back. So, as you can see, the pearls have definitely formed on the, if you look at the canvas this way, the top and the bottom. So I didn't get a lot down this edge and it went a little bit light over here, but that's actually quite cool. It's giving me a very different perspective. So when I look at the canvas from this way, it actually kind of looks like the base of a tree. But yeah, something different. That's the fun of it. But it did teach me that if I did my puddle wider, I only did it to about there. If I do my pearl colour all the way there, then I should actually get pearls in this other area as well. So, lesson learned. But that's the fun of doing something different. You learn stuff and you kind of get to see how it reacts and everything. But I'm really pleased with this. The pearls have come up quite nicely. They're nice colours. So I will bring you down for a close-up. And this may still alter a little bit. I don't quite know. We'll see. Okay, so there we go. These lights are interfering, aren't they? But as you can see, all across the top and across the bottom, I had the pearls, and the sides kind of got the blank area. Let me turn this one off. There we go. I might have to turn this one off too. Okay, so when I turn these two lights off, it highlights these because that's where the light is, just there. And these look a little bit dull, but they're not actually dull. It's just the lighting is just making those more dominant, and then the camera focuses on that and not that. But what do you think? So different. I quite like it, but it has taught me that I can alter where I put the paint and maybe get different types of pearls. I actually wouldn't mind trying a couple of other different little styles and seeing what happens. But let's come down and have a look at the actual pearls. See, you've got the sapphire, the aquamarine, the amethyst, and the silver. All in this area, you can see all the different ones. Going along. Let's go slower. And then down on this side, again, these are looking more silver just because of the lighting, but Super bright colours all the way along. So you know how my pearl, the black was a little bit thinner? That has kind of made some of these in the middle are quite a bit bigger than the rest. So that's what happens when you thin the paint. But a couple of extra drops of water went in there and I couldn't change it once that had happened. So that's how it is. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's good on this size canvas? I think once this is dried, it will be easier to see which way actually looks the best. Whether I hang it horizontal or vertical. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Have fun experimenting when you try things yourself. Like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't already. Just hit the bell and click all. So thanks everybody. Enjoy your evening and I'll see you soon for another pour. Okay, bye.